Okay, hello everyone. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Hello, hello.
Are you good?
Mm,
Yeah.
yes. How about you?
Fine.
Fine.
We hopefully. So after our interview with Miss Ngọc Anh, we have we did collect some information, some valuable information. I want to talk with you guys after collect and with me. After I collect and summary, the first is about the vision. So, with a strong aspiration to continuously expand and expand their market and grow sustainability, Phúc Long has aimed to become a leading in Vietnamese company in the production and export of the high value tea and coffee. And about the mission, mm, they strive to be a pioneer of its era through the innovative idea that can lead the tea and coffee industry. Mm, and about the core value, for the customer, they are committed to delivering the highest quality product and exceptional service. For employee, the company fosters a professional, dynamic, creative, and human working environment. They ensure that the competitive income and the fair development opportunities. For the society, they aim to balance the corporate interest with the social responsibility and actively contribute to community initiative and demonstrating the strong sense of the civil 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 duty. And the second one I want to the second one after our interview I want to share the Miss Ngọc Anh. She shared the three main challenge that she is facing in the process of the operating store. Is related to the communication, motivation, and empowerment. So I would love to um, uh, dive through each challenge, and we will discuss after I talk about the challenge, and we will discuss about it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So the first challenge Miss Ngọc Anh have to face when she's working in Phúc Long is the is difficulty to maintaining the supportive communication during a shift conflict. She shared about a situation that on a very busy morning, so two service staff had the heated argument about responsibility for a late order. Uh, and the main reason was due to the high work pressure during the rush hour and many customer urgent processing time. So Miss Ngọc Anh often had to give quick instruction with the little time to listen and uh, or resolve the conflict. The challenge is that they face the ineffective communication while they conflict during the rush hour. And to solve this problem, Ms. Ngọc Anh proposed to organize the regular group meeting to create the space for employees to share the opinions and discuss the issue that arise during the shift. So, how do you think about this challenge? We can give or suggest the solutions based on the knowledge that we learn in the textbook. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Ngọc Anh opinion. I understand the problem in their first challenge is ineffective communication during the shift, leading to conflict and lack of strategy to handle conflict, cause tension in the working atmosphere, and affecting performance and customer experience. The solution I suggest here is organize short 10 to 15 minutes meeting right after each shift, half in a private space. I think this strategy aims to resolve conflict when they arise while building a culture of positive and timely communication in the organization. The solution here is designed based on the four main principle of supportive communication that I read from chapter 4. First, Ngọc Anh focused on support listening, showing to create a safe space for employee to share stress. Next, she used short question to identify the root cause and encourage employee to look at their problem in their constructive way. And then through descriptive communication, she present the problem objective, such as a late order that caused a complaint, to give that the solution rather than blame. And finally, validating value and provide actionable feedback help build trust, recognize effort, and create commitment to future improvement. I think it maintain consistently help resolve conflict effective and increase team cohesion and collaboration. Yes, I think so.
I just also of your opinion, right?
Yeah.
I agree with your opinion, but I think I have to add some comments about the solution. That for the solution to be applied effectively, it's necessary to carefully consider the actual conditions in Phúc Long. As Mrs. Ngọc Anh believes that the conducting team meetings require the consensus from the employees and support from senior management to arrange suitable meeting times. Why we agree that consensus is essential. If it alone is insufficient to ensure the success. In chapter 4 in the textbook, underscore that supportive communication thrive in an emotionally safe environment where the employees feel respected and trusted to share openly their opinion. So to achieve this, Mrs. Ngawang need training. Uh, she need training in the supportive communication skill, including how to use the reflective feedback, the ask probing question, and this um, maintain descriptive rather than evaluate dialogues. Additionally, I suggest that we she can providing a private space for her employee, and for the post chef meeting to encouraging Mrs. Ngawang commitment to listening rather than directing. The company, the Footlong company, I think that also should further support this initiative by organizing the in-depth training session on supportive communication for both Mrs. Ngọc Anh and her employee, boosting their confidence in applying this technique. So after all, these conditions are vital not only for resolving the conflict but also for the strengthening team relationship, aligning with the principle of supportive communication, especially in the high pressure context of Fuklang. So that's all of my opinion.
I think your opinion is good and we can think about it more. So now I want to live to the second situation she have to face. So in the national holiday, the store held a special discount sale and they attracting a large number of customers. And after the event, Miss Ngọc Anh decided to reward the team with a bonus and small party. But some morning shift employee, they are work in the continuously from the morning till the late night to serve the customer. They felt dissatisfied because the bonus too different from the evening shift employee. So the challenge here is the difficulty in sustaining employee motivation. And to solve this problem, Ms. Ngọc Anh shares about the she share about her solution. She think about hold a personal meeting with the morning each morning shift employee, and she'll listen to their opinions and committed to adjusting the bonus based on the extra hour work in the future. So what do you think about this situation?
Okay, so about this challenge, I think that's I think based on the principle from the chapter 6 of the developing management skill by David Wetton and Kim Cameron. I think I can propose a detailed and easy to understand solution for Mrs. Ngọc Anh to solve this problem. And thereby restoring the motivation for the employees at Phúc Long Heritage Store. So at first, I think Mrs. Ngabang should set up a public board at the store um, for monthly, yeah, and clearly listening the bonus calculation methods based on working hour and productivity. The number of customer services can be also lead in this board, ensuring that all the employees understand and agree with this pattern. In line with the principle, strengthen the motivation. Mm, about the setting clear expectation and participating in goal setting. Next, I think Mrs. Ngọc should organize a short group meeting every month where the employees can share their feelings about the fairness of the bonus money, the bonus distribution, and suggest their ideas for improvement. The next one, I think, is um, sorry. I think the goal of this solution is helping the employees feel heard and that the reward reflects in their efforts. In addition, after each major event such as Christmas, New Year, or something, Mrs. Ngawang should take time to meet each people individually or in a small group to give the specific feedback on performance, along with the compliment or constructive advice based on the recommendation of regular and accurate feedback to increase the feeling of value and responsibility. Mm, Finally, I think Mrs. Wang can create opportunities for employees to participate in small projects, such as coming up with the idea for the store decoration during a special event, new promotion, or improving service procedures, and reward them with certificate or the voucher or the flexible day, the day off, to taking advantage of the intrinsic motivation principle of autonomy and competence to helping them feel more meaningful and engaged in their work. In their work, this solution, I think, it should be initiated immediately after the next event, with the follow-up through the survey and adjustment based on the feedback, ensuring a motivating and equitable work environment following the four-factor model. So that's all my idea.
Thank you for your idea, Kian. So I believe that in order to really make this solution work, I found there are two key things we need. First, uh, consensus from employees, and second, approval from senior management to adjust the bonus budget. And honestly, I totally agree with that. Getting consensus is crucial. I also think that without a transparent working environment, it's going to be hard for employees to really trust the appraisal process. In chapter 6 in our course, talk about this a lot. Motivation depends not just on reward, but on perceived equity and meaningful feedback. So what this means is that Ms. Ngọc Anh should definitely get some pro- proper training, you know, on how to run surveys and give helpful, constructive feedback to her team. Because if people feel like their voice are heard, they are way more likely to stay motivated. And now, here's something else I would suggest. We we could set up a small area in the store, just a simple spot with a notice board where where Mrs. Ngọc Anh can post updates and maybe even hold some informal team discussions. It not it's nothing fancy, but it goes a long way in building communication and trust. And of course, she would need to update it regularly to keep things current and relevant. And also, I think the company should step into support this effort. Like maybe they could fund a certificate or achievement programs, and also run a short training session on motivation management just for Mrs. Ngọc Anh. That's what really boost her confidence and her ability to lead effectively. Mm, so yeah, when you put all of this together, the training, the transparency, the communication, and the sport, uh, and the support, it creates the right conditions for the solution to actually succeed. And more than that, it helps build a team that's not only productive but also genuinely motivated and engaged, just like the four factor model in chapter 6 outlined. So that's what I think.
Okay, thank you. I note that. That's Mrs. Ngọc Anh need to training, right? Okay, so how about you, Nhi? What do you think?
I think your own idea is good.
Thanks.
And mm, okay, so I will continue with the Miss Ngọc Anh challenge. It has a small challenge, which is the final one that I think is possible. It is difficult to solve that she have to face. So during the shift, the employee, no, the staff, they are constantly ask the Miss Ngọc Anh for feedback on every small step. Like they do not I'm sorry, they do not have the ability to complete the task in independently. So it's leading to the delay in service and they have several complaints from customer. Mm, and the challenge here is the lack of confidence and the managerial support that can lead to the challenge that she have to face. So to address this problem, she's think about she can organize basic training sessions on a warehouse management skill for the employee, and she think about ask the senior management to provide the additional guidance on how to effectively delegate. Um, so this is the challenge I think she's faced, and she's uh her her suggestion is quite good, but it has um, it has some small problem in her solution. So, what do you think about it?
Yeah, right. So based on the principle in chapter 8 about employee empowerment and capacity development, I would like to share an approach that I think could really help Mrs. Ngọc Anh, to build employee confidence and deal with that lack of support from seniors management. Uh, According to the modeling theory in chapter 8, what she could do is actually take on warehouse management herself during a shift and then maybe invite the employees to watch her in action. That way, they are not just hearing instructions, they are seeing how things work in real life. And honestly, that just makes it easier for them to visualize the process and feel more confident, right? Also, there is a providing information principle, and I think this is super important. Miss Ngọc Anh should probably work with senior management to create some clear resources like checklists or even short videos, something simple but useful. So the team doesn't always have to wait around for direct instructions. They will have what they need to work independently, which is honestly a big deal. And then, based on the principle of the gradual authority, what makes sense is for her to start small, maybe just assign someone a portion of raw materials so to manage. Then, as people get more comfortable, she can slowly expand their responsibilities. It's all about building trust, giving them room to grow. And let's not forget feedback. That is a huge one. So Mrs. Ngọc Anh could organize weekly sessions, nothing too formal, but just like a regular time to talk about how things are going, give some encouragement, and offer some help where it needed. Because when people feel seen and supported, they are way more likely to step up. So yeah, by combining all of this, modeling information, grad gradual responsibility, and feedback, we can create a workplace that is not just productive but also empowering. And honestly, that is exactly what a high pressure environment like Footlong needs. And that is my idea. What did you guys think?
Yeah, the solution you propose is great, but I agree that also um, employee participation is very important, but effective empowerment require a work environment that encourage growth and is not afraid of make mistake. In here, Ngọc Anh should be trained in additional management skill such as clear communication and encourage employee to take on new challenge. The store need to arrange a suitable practice space and Ngọc Anh need to monitor and give employee. The company should also support with professional document and short-term training on manager um, in work assignment. The factor will have the solution to be implement smoothly, increase employee confidence and responsibility, and like with the spirit of empowerment in Chapter 8. Yes, I think that.
Mm, so I think all the problems mentioned that we mentioned above start from the problem people for two people, okay? And therefore, the most effective solution, no matter how it's done, require consensus between Mrs. Ngoan and her employees. From organizing monthly meeting, organizing the salary and bonus system, building team building sessions, the training employees, and also the management are all required consensus and unity from both Mrs. Ngawang and her employees. So regarding to the details of the method, as everyone mentioned above, I think, yeah, I would like me to summarize them into a report, okay? And our team today, I think, was very good. Many ideas were given. So I think we can end the debate in here. How about our opinion?
Yeah, I agree.
To
Okay, so I think all of your solution and suggestion today is great, and hopefully that we can summary it together to make a report to submit to Dr. Joan Lee. Maybe the deadline is the 1 June. Well, let me see.
The next day, right?
Maybe we will have 1 week to complete our report and make slide and presentation, recording the presentation. And okay, so
that's all.
that's
Okay,
So
so
have a
good
good
night.
night.
Okay,
yeah.
everyone, take a break, guys. Good night.
so
Good
it's time
night.
to take a break.
Yeah.
So see you.
Bye.
Ai,
Goodbye.
dừng ghi rồi.